Hello, welcome and welcome back. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and today I want to make a little booklet or something out of these. I printed off a bunch of these, I think 9 of them, and I paired it with this sunflower paper, and I was thinking just a little booklet. Combining the bee with the aqua background with the sunflower paper. But I think I'd like one more layer of texture in there, like either book page or music. I've got some book page that I can just layer up. Something like that, and maybe music down in this corner if I have some music that's showing right on the edge. Like that, something like that. I just need to ink that book page so that it coordinates better. And just gonna, maybe this blank part, I probably could have just turned it over. I need to spend an evening inking so that it's quicker to craft. So I'm just going to put my glue right on the edge of the card, the back side of the card. And layer that. Make sure it's still going to show enough of the yellow paper. That's kind of what I had in mind. And then you can barely see it, but on this journaling card, there's little spots that look like they're supposed to be fasteners of some sort. So I think I want to put little metal dots there. Get this all glued down. It's just a little crooked there. If I can still move it, I will. There, that's better. And I think I want to round these corners. Just the smallest round over, I think. And ink these edges. Instantly like that better. And here I'm not completely lined up. I'm just going to see if I can correct that. That's better. My spine. This was just a piece that I had floating around in my bee drawer, and I don't really classify it as bee, I classify it as sunflowers, but we do often use the two together. And then the inside here is just too new looking, isn't it? I might end up doing some collaging. And I don't know if I'll make this a booklet or just a little card that opens to be put into a journal. I have to do a journal, don't have to. I'm doing a swap with Wanda for a journal that doesn't really have a theme. It's just supposed to be vintagey and pretty. And so some of these things that I'm making are kind of random, but they're going to end up in her journal. This might be one of those things. So that's a little bit less clean looking. And I think I want to do something on the spine. Let's see what I've got for lace that might go. Pull my whole lace drawer down. Give you another little look in here. I've got some laces with blues, but they might be too powdery. This one's a little dark, but maybe that would work. I'll put that. That just might work. And I think I have one more place where I have lace that I might have something more in the right aqua tones. Oh, there's something right there. I've got this, but it's too big. Way too big. So this might work with a little bit of ink. That's too dark, I think. I could just use this edge. I think I'm going to do that because I have had this for a while and not used it yet. So I'm going to cut this right off. Isn't that just beautiful? Temu, people. You can't knock it. I mean, you can, and people do, but it's so good. I'm seeing a lot of posts lately from people that are anti-Temu. I'm just putting a little dab of the 3-in-1 on each of these little blue triangles, are they? Kind of. Little blobs, anyway. And then quickly another row right down here. Right to the end. And I'll place that. My idea is that the crisscross will be right on the spine. See the crisscrosses there? That's going to wrap around to the back. It will almost kind of give the impression that that's how it's bound, but there's no binding. It's just, oops, wrong glue. I have all kinds of threads and hairs in my glue bottle. I'm going to clean it up. Healthy strip of 3-in-1 glue down the side here. And then pull that around. And just give it a little persuasion until it decides to grab. And then if there's any little bits hanging off the end, I'll just trim them. And then this I'm going to put sort of down in the corner so it's even here and here. It's about the same here, but we've got a little bit up there. that's where, well, I've already got words on here. Be kind, grateful, forgiving. If I center it more like this, maybe I'll do that. So what I'll do for this is to get it glued everywhere, I'll use the glue stick. And then just for extra, so that it's not going to be lifting, I'll go around all the edges with the tacky glue. It's my favorite glue method. And let's see where I want this to end up. I think right there. A strong focal point. I just love this aqua background with the bee. And that's looking a little crooked. Try to straighten it before it gets completely set. And then my little studs, or whatever you want to call them, I use this trim. I think you can get it at the Dollarama and the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. But I've got quite a bit of it. If you don't have any, I can send you some. Just let me know. Because it goes a long way if you use it like this, which is what I tend to do. I have used it on men's projects because it's kind of a more manly look. And I'll just cut them apart, mostly to use them like this. Tweezers. Now I'm covered in glue. So because it is plastic, we'll use the 3-in-1. And just put one on each corner, like as if that's what's holding it down. And you can put the bob of glue right on the paper. Just fine with this. You get strings. Maybe it's time to add some acetone to my glue. Kind of hard to keep track of sometimes. So that's pretty much how it was in my head, which is good. It helps me to use the sunflower paper because sunflowers are not my favorite. I do like them, but I don't gravitate to yellows, but with the bees it does work. And then adding that aqua in there just makes it more palatable for me. So of course you could make this into a little booklet by adding some pages in. I'm not going to do that now because I've already put this on. I would probably sew in the signature and then decorate the spine, but it transformed into just a card. Nice simple little project. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that's inspired you. I'm going to find some different ways to use these little bees because I do like them, and so I will show you what I come up with when I do. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.